Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Junior, aka Smoking Guns, out here in Tucson, Arizona, representing the Ultimate Trainer. So what today's video is going to be on is part of my cutting series that I've been putting out, but this is more generally identifying body types, and this is how to identify your specific body type. Okay, how to identify your specific body type. Okay, so the three different body types that you have out there: you have your ectomorph, you have your mesomorph, and you have your endomorph. All right, now with the ectomorph, ectomorphs are generally very, very thin-framed people, okay? They have a light build, small joints, very lean muscle mass, long limbs, and it's very, very hard for them to be able to put on weight. They have very, very fast metabolisms, okay? And one of the main traits that you will see with them is, like I said, very hard for them to put on weight, flat chest. You see, like, not a lot of chest development, small shoulders, very lean muscle mass, and like I said, they have very, very fast metabolisms. Okay, so for ectomorphs to be able to put on muscle, like if you want to be able to put on muscle so you can be able to cut, be able to look big and shredded, stuff like that, you want to be able to intake as many calories as you can. I actually came out with a video on this maybe a couple months ago or so, like that, where if it's really hard for you to be able to put on weight, you have to increase your calorie intake dramatically, especially for an ectomorph, because the ectomorph has such a fast metabolism. You really have to intake or increase your calorie intake dramatically. And one of the main things that will help you out with that supplemental wise is taking a weight gainer or making your own weight gainer, and you can be able to intake very high amount of calories in a short period of time. Okay, so when you ectomorph is cutting weight, it is very easy for them to cut weight, because all they have to do is just slightly cut back on their calorie intake, and they will be able to cut fast, super quick. All right, now secondly, you have your mesomorph. I have more of a mesomorph frame. We're very large muscle structure, very athletically built. We have like a natural bodybuilder type of physique. Okay, now mesomorphs, very hard to be able to, or not very hard, but very easy to be able to gain weight, and it's very easy for us to lose weight. So if we want to gain weight, or if we want to put on some size, it's very easy for us to put on some size just by increasing our calorie intake, not even dramatically. All we have to do is slightly increase our calorie intake, and we could be able to put on size. And all we have to do is slightly decrease our calorie intake, and it'll be very easy for us to cut weight. And one of the typical traits for a mesomorph is, like I said, very athletic build, hard body, well-defined muscles, very strong, and it's very easy for us to be able to gain muscle. Okay, so one of the main things for a mesomorph, if you're a mesomorph, if you want to be able to cut fat, or if you want to be able to cut the weight, all you have to do is increase your cardio routines and decrease your calorie intake very slightly, and you will see very huge gains in being able to cut the fat loss in your body. Okay, so that's for a mesomorph. Number 3, you have your endomorph. So for an endomorph, they naturally have big soft frames. They're naturally just big ass dudes, and you'll see an endomorph because endomorphs also have just naturally big legs. Okay, so like I said, the naturally big dudes, very easy for them to gain fat. And the crazy thing about an endomorph, they can gain size super easy, but most of the size that an endomorph will gain, since it's so easy for them to gain size, is they're going to be able to gain a lot of fat. So with all the size that an endomorph will put on, most of that size will be fat. Okay, and they have more of a shorter, stocky build. You know what I'm saying? Even if they're taller dudes, their build is still very stocky, very thick, and they have very strong muscles and very strong legs. Endomorph is naturally going to have like crazy ass squats and crazy ass deadlifts just because of the size of their legs. And one of the main things for an endomorph, if you're an endomorph out there and you're trying to cut weight, you guys have to really put a lot of emphasis on your cardio routines. Putting a lot of emphasis on your cardio routines, a lot of cardio routines with your weight training, a lot of circuit type of training to be able to cut weight, a lot of cardio routines, taking in a higher amount of protein and cutting your carbs dramatically will help you guys lose weight. Okay, so I hope this helps you guys out. If this video helps you guys out, make sure to hit the like button. If you have any kind of questions about your body type or any kind of more information on what you need to be able to do to be able to help gain or help to be able to cut weight with your body type, make sure to hit me up with an email, hit me up with your questions. You know I got you guys hooked up with your emails, or if you hit me up in the comment section, you know I'll get back at you, okay? And make sure to hit up my sponsors. Hit up my sponsor, RSP Nutrition. Hit up my sponsor, Determined Records. And if there's anybody out here in the Tucson, Arizona area, you need any ink, any artwork done, make sure to hit up my boy Levi over at Tattoo Avenue. He'll have you guys hooked up, all right? Make sure to tell him Junior sent you. He'll hook you guys up, all right? So make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Hope you guys liked the video, all right? Holla at your boy.
I swear, just wait up 100 on. I swear.